Hello and welcome to Vlogmas 2022. This is the first Vlogmas video this year. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. My name is Anniken. I design knitting patterns. I teach knitting workshops online and in person, and I sell yarn through my website YarnAddict.co.uk. You can see some of that yarn behind me there. Thank you very much for joining me, whether you're a new viewer or a returning viewer. I really appreciate you being here. I did Vlogmas last year and I was fairly consistent. And then I think didn't do it in 2020. I think I tried it in 2019, but I was a little bit more hit and miss. So trying to improve on last year and be consistent again this year. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any videos. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please leave me a comment. Let me know what your Advent plans are. Do you have any specific Advent plans? Are you doing Vlogmas? Are you on YouTube? If so, let me know. But let me know what your plans are for Advent. Have you got an Advent calendar? And if so, what type of Advent calendar? Do tell me below. Right, so in this video, I'm going to show you my Advent calendar. I have 2.5 kind of. So I'm going to talk about those, and we're going to open day 1. I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing in a minute and just tell you a little bit about what my plans are for Advent. I'm also going to share another box of yarn that just arrived, which I haven't opened yet because it literally arrived 5 minutes ago. So I just carried it upstairs and set up for filming, and I thought I might as well open it on here. It is yarn for a new project, and it's also yarn to go on my website. I also have a special offer. I'll put the details of that below, because I don't think I can remember it, but it's normally at this time of year I take part in a pattern event. There's a thing called the gift along, the indie gift along. I think it's called the indie gift along, which takes place in Ravelry, and because a lot of people can't use Ravelry anymore because of accessibility reasons, since they changed their design 2.5 years ago. Last year, might have been 2020 as well, there was an event called Fast and Yarn Along. I think it was Fast and Yarn Along, but I can't remember. And I took part in that, and I intended to take part in that again this year, but I forgot to sign up. So that's a bit frustrating, but I completely forgot to sign up because I was really busy, and then we were going on holiday and I just completely forgot to sign up. So I thought I would do my own little special offer, so I'm offering 30% off all my patterns on Ravelry and PayHip until the 20th of December. There's a code, which I think is festive30, but I'll double check that and I'll pop it on the screen. And you can also find all the details and all the links below as well. And I'll link all the other things I'm going to talk about below as well. So let's do the Advent calendars first. Now, a little bit of a admission. One of my Advent calendars actually arrived nearly a month ago, and it was only a 12-day Advent calendar. So it was from Spectrum Fibre, which is a UK dye that specializes in really bright neon colorways, and it's a 12-day Advent calendar, and there's 20 grams of sock yarn on each day, and they came in a box in little packets like this. And if you're watching my regular podcast episode, you will know that I cast them for a brioche design, which is nearly finished. I actually sent the pattern off to my tech editor this morning. I'm actually cheating a little bit and filming this on the 28th of November, so I'm filming it a couple of days early just to try and be a little bit organized and get a bit ahead of the Vlogmas game. So I've nearly finished that pattern. I have about 48 rows I think left in this. I'm hoping to finish that tomorrow, and then I'm hoping that we can get the tech editing done. Hoping I've done a good job and there aren't too many mistakes. So I'm hoping I might be able to release it next week, but I don't know. So if you're looking for a brioche pattern and for an Advent pattern, you might want to hang on to next week and see what I have to offer. If you haven't got an Advent calendar, or you don't want to knit it as an Advent pattern, you can just knit it using any kind of mini skeins or just regular normal 4-play or sock yarn. I'll talk more about that when the pattern is ready. So I've opened one of my Advent calendars already, but I filmed myself opening all the days, so I will insert that here. Okay, so I'm going to open the first one of the Spectrum Fibre Advent calendar. see if I can do this single-handedly. Okay, this is interesting because I thought it was wrapped in a tissue, and it's not, because I noticed a lot of them seem to be this pink or orange, so I thought they were wrapped in tissue, but they're not. So that's a little bit more pink than what is showing on my phone, I think. Now I'm kind of a bit nosy. I think it's 20 grams. It's the sock base, I think. Merino sock. I really like that, by the way. That's really pretty. Now I'm quite interested because a lot of them look a bit kind of neony, pink, corally. Which is why I actually thought they were wrapped in tissue paper, but they're not. So now I'm really intrigued what the colorways are going to be like. Anyway, I'm very happy with day one. Let me tell you what I'm wearing first. So this is Cadson, which I knitted 2 years ago. I can't remember. Was it last year? Or was it 2 years ago? I'm not sure. I'm trying to stand up. It's not very easy to see because I don't have a lot of space. I can't push my chair any further back. It has lace in the middle, on the front and on the back. It's knitted into, I had to check whether it had the seam or not because I couldn't remember. It's knitted, the whole front of the body and the sleeves is knitted in one piece. The whole back is knitted in one piece. It's quite big. It's got quite wide sleeves, which you can narrow if you want to. Got a lace pattern in the center of the front. That's kind of the width of my shoulders. It's nice and big and relaxed, and I absolutely love wearing it. And I've been wearing it all day today. I wore it when I walked the dog this morning. Then I came home. It was a little bit chilly. I wore a cowl as well, but it was a little bit chilly. But I got warm walking, and then I came home and I took it off because I was quite warm. Then when I came down at lunchtime, it was quite cold, so I put it back on. I've kept it on ever since. And it's one of my favourite jumpers. I don't actually have that many knitted jumpers, partly because I don't have time to knit for myself very often. And also, most of the garments I knit are for magazines, and they have to be a size 10 usually, apart from a couple of exceptions. So I don't knit for myself, sweaters for myself very often. I find that my sweater patterns don't sell as well as my shawl and accessory patterns, so I don't tend to knit for myself that often. Also partly because I'm quite large, so it takes a lot more yarn, a lot more time, and I like thinner yarn. I don't like garments that are too thick. I find them too hot. So my ideal garment weight is 4-ply or lace weight, and obviously because of my size it takes a lot longer to knit. But I am intending in 2023 to knit myself more garments, and in fact I'm probably going to use one of my advent calendars for a garment. So let's have a look at the first advent calendar. So this one actually comes in a box that has the individual doors on it. I have accidentally almost opened a couple of them because I accidentally touched it, one down here, when I was unpacking it. This is from Botanical Yarns, very pretty box, and yeah, I really like this kind of box. So let's open it. I'm actually going to put it on my unit that the camera is on, so that in the future I can just film myself rather than looking at the camera, but I'm going to just do this now. So let's just open day one. So if you have a Botanical Yarns advent calendar and you haven't opened yours yet, you might want to look away for a minute. That's pretty right. Just check I got the right day. Okay, so I think these are, let me just put that one away again so I don't drop it. I am very careful with that one because of the fact that the doors seem to pop open quite easily. Just check there isn't anything more in there. Yeah. So that is today's colourway. That's pretty. So I think these are 20 grams. Let me just grab my little tiny scale and weigh it. I'm pretty sure it's 20 grams. I think both of these are 20 grams. Yes, it's 20 grams. So that means I'll have 24 times 20 grams. So that'll be quite a lot. Well, this is just regular sock yarn, I think, with merino nylon, I think. I think I'm probably going to use this one for some kind of big shawl, but I haven't decided yet. I'm actually going to, I think I have some tags somewhere. I'm actually going to label them with the day, because I think it might be like a gradient or like a fade. And if it is, then I want to knit them in that order probably. So I think I'm going to see if I can find some labels and label them. I'm not going to cast on anything yet, mainly because I need to finish that brioche design. Then I have another design I want to finish as well, and I haven't decided what to do yet. I thought I'd see what the first few days are and maybe cast them for something next week. So my plan is, with the Botanical Yarns calendar, is to design some kind of big shawl or wrap. May not use all the yarn because that would be quite big, possibly lace. I kind of fancy doing another brioche design, but I've done a lot of brioche lately, so I feel like I should do some lace. I haven't done any lace for ages, so that's my plan. So that's Botanical Yarns. I'm going to actually pop that back in the right pigeonhole. And then we'll have a look at my other advent calendar, which came yesterday. So originally, I had an email a few weeks ago saying it would be posted out. And I emailed the seller to say that I was going to be away, so could you hang on to it for a bit longer. Then it was actually delivered on Saturday when I was out teaching all day, so I went and collected it yesterday. And this is from Orchideen Luxury Yarns. I absolutely love Abby's yarns. This is the Mulberino base, Mulberino 4-ply, which is merino and silk. I think it's 50-50 merino and silk, and it comes in a box like that with a pretty ribbon. I chose my other calendars this year based on the ones I liked last year. Both of them I signed up to fairly early. I hadn't planned to get to. Oops. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, I forgot to say, with the Botanical Yarns advent calendar, when I opened the box that it came in, there was also a couple of extra things. An advent calendar badge. It's just like a pin badge, and some little stitch markers. So Orchideen Luxury Yarns advent calendar is the essential yarn advent calendar, which means that it includes some essential oil stuff. I already use essential oils, as you can see behind me. I forgot to smudge my diffuser on today. And Abby, who runs Orchideen Luxury Yarns, actually uses the same essential oils that I do, which I really like. So it comes with a little leaflet from doTERRA, which is the essential oil company, with Abby's card inside. And this is just like a basic leaflet about doTERRA and how to use their essential oils and what to use some of their most popular essential oils for, and how essential oils can help you. So I wasn't particularly interested in the essential oil aspect of this because I already have loads of essential oils, as you can see, and I use essential oils from the same company. So that wasn't really why I signed up for this. I saw Abby's advent calendar last year and I really like the colorways, and I like a lot of her colorways, and I've used them for designs in the past, so I thought I would go for it. So it comes with a big skein with something extra inside. It's got some extra bits in there. I think the idea is that you open this one on Christmas Eve, so I'm going to leave that one. I'm very tempted to peek at what the colorway is, but I'll leave that one because I think the idea is you open that one on Christmas Eve. There is a little bag for Christmas Eve as well, but maybe Christmas Day, I don't know. So this comes in, let me just show you what it looks like. This comes with these little bags, which are great, and they have a label and number stuck on them. It's just stuck on, it's not sewn on, which means that you can take it off and use these for other things, which is quite exciting because they're quite useful. I can think of things to use this for. So, oh, I've seen the colorway. So let's have a look at day one and see what's in here. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so there is this one, pretty pink, really nice pink. Again, this is, I think this is 20 grams. Let's just double check. I think I'll have enough from this to do. My plan with this was to possibly, yes, that's 20 grams. So 24, just check, 24 times 20 is 480 grams. Which should be enough to do a garment for me, even at my size. So that's quite exciting. So my plan is, I'm thinking about with this to do a garment. I have a really big shawl in these kind of pinks actually, knitted in this yarn, which was published in Knitting Magazine a few months ago, and it's beautiful for shawls, but I am actually thinking about doing a garment with this because I quite fancy that. So we'll see. That's why I'm going to wait a few days and just see which colours I prefer, because I might decide I want to do the garment with the botanical yarns one and do a shawl in this one. I don't know. Also interested to see what colour this is. I've thought a lot about what kind of garment I want to do, and I haven't decided yet, but it will obviously be my own design, but I don't know what yet. And then in addition to this came a little essential oil roller with the Serenity blend. So it's got a little thing there so you can roll it on. These little bottles are great for travel, keeping in your handbag, but it's also great just for like sampling. So the Serenity blend is a relaxing blend. It has oils like lavender, can't remember all of them now, but it has loads of oils, flower oils and things that are very calming and relaxing, and I quite often use Serenity before I go to bed. I don't actually have Serenity at the moment, so it's quite nice to get this little roller. I'll probably put this on my bedside table and just apply to my pulse points. Take some deep breaths of it before I go to bed at night, because it's very calming and relaxing. So that's the Serenity oil blend, and that's the yarn. I'm going to pop that back inside the little bag till I decide what to do with it. So let's look at another parcel that arrived. Let's grab some scissors because I haven't opened this one yet. I know what it is. I only ordered it yesterday, so I'm quite impressed that they got it to me so quickly. So this is from my Monosol Uruguay distributor. I have a plan for a cowl. I want to knit a cowl that is fairly simple. The one I made, my delightful one, is fairly simple, but if you don't know how to do brioche increases and decreases, it can be a little bit challenging. So my plan is to knit a brioche cowl that doesn't use any increases or decreases. So people who've done my my brioche basics workshop, or have just learned how to do basic 2-color brioche, can knit something a little bit more exciting without it being too difficult. And I really like Monosol Uruguay silk blends, so I ordered some new colorways. Some of them I already have. I'm going to make up some kits and put them on the website. I haven't stocked this yarn on my website before. Let me just lift it up. So this is what it is. So let me show you the different colorways. I only got a few of each, so I need to choose which one I'm going to use for this cowl. I'd like to cast on for this cowl like next week. I am thinking about, there is a friend I quite often knit something for Christmas, and I haven't knitted or anything this year. I haven't knitted anything for a few years actually. I used to quite often do her hand warmers and things, but I'm thinking maybe I should knit her a brioche cowl for Christmas. So let me just tip all these out and show you what's in here. So I got quite a few of this pale pink one because it goes with a lot of the other colors, and then I got some of these, and I got some of that colorway and some of the blue ones that I used for my Starburst cowl, and some of the purple ones that I used for my purple and pink brioche delightful cowl, and some of that colorway. So let me just grab all of these together. So those are all the colorways I did. I also do have some on my shelf. I don't think you can see it, it's right at the top there. So I need to decide which colors to do. I was actually thinking about those two for this brioche cowl, which would be for me to keep. I'm thinking for my friend, I don't know what colorway would be best for her. Maybe this one with that pink. She likes purple, she likes blues. Maybe that one. I don't know. I need to think about it. Or maybe that one. We'll see. But I'm thinking about those two for myself. I could do with something that's not pink or purple, I feel. So that's what I'm thinking. Although that does have pink in it, but it's more of a neutral pink. There's a little bit of pink in here as well. I could do those two. They look nice together. Maybe I'll do those two, because I already have one of these wound up. Maybe I'll do those two. Okay, we'll see. Anyway, these will be in my shop I will try and get some kits in the shop by Thursday when this goes live, and I'll link it below. Do make sure, if you haven't already, that you sign up to my newsletter. I send out newsletter every week, normally on a Thursday, and if you sign up to my newsletter, you'll be the first to get to know about any events I'm doing, workshops, special offers, new patterns, new kits, anything like that. So do sign up to my newsletter. You can always subscribe in the future if you decide you don't enjoy it, but please sign up, because it's the best way to find out what's going on. So I'm thinking I'm going to use those two, because those are really pretty. A couple of things I got planned for Advent. Let me just put this box down somewhere. This weekend, I'm planning to, if the weather's okay, we're planning to go to the nearby town of Foy, which is about half an hour away. They have the Christmas market on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so I'm thinking we might go on Saturday afternoon, but I'll have to see what the weather forecast is like. I'd like to go a little bit later on, so that we are there when it gets dark. I did look it up earlier. I think the market closes at like 4:30 or something, so before it gets properly dark. But I was thinking, if we go down there, have a look around the market, and then we can stay on and see what the Christmas lights are like down there. So if we go, I will definitely film that. I'm trying to think of some other Christmassy things to do. Don't feel very Christmassy yet, because we haven't decorated yet. Normally we decorate quite close to Christmas, but because I'm teaching one day each of the last 2 weekends before Christmas, and also my parents are coming a few days before Christmas. It's their first Christmas in the UK, so that'll be exciting. And we have to drive up to London to pick them up from the airport. So to make sure that weekend before they come isn't too busy, I think we might decorate earlier. And this weekend is the first only completely free weekend I have in December. So we might decorate this weekend, we might decorate one evening next week. I don't really like decorating too early for Christmas. I need to have a bit of a cleaning session in the lounge before we decorate. I don't mind so much now that we have a fake Christmas tree. When we used to have a real Christmas tree, I didn't want to decorate till like the weekend before Christmas, because otherwise all the needles have dropped off the tree by New Year's Eve. But now we have a fake tree, I'm happy to decorate a little bit earlier, but I do like to have a good cleaning session first, and it's been far too long since I actually did some proper cleaning in my lounge. It's disgusting at the moment. So I'm going to try and get that done this week, so that we can decorate either this weekend or next week, depending on what we decide to do. A couple of things I got planned. So I got this tote bag thing from, it's coconuts. I got it from Botanical Yarns a few months ago on sale, and I need to sew the leather handles on, so I thought I would probably film myself doing that, so you can see how easy or not that is. I've got a couple of tutorials planned for December. I might do a knit and chat session. I plan to work on my crochet blanket, my scrappy crochet blanket, which I haven't touched since before we went to Scotland. And I have some of these little wooden ornaments that I got a few years ago, and you're supposed to like sew on them, like almost like cross stitch embroidery, but they're wooden ones, and I haven't done that, and I really like to do that. So I'm going to see if I can find them and do that. I'll show you what I'm doing as well. So that's what my plans for Vlogmas. Hopefully we'll get a bit of Christmas spirit here. I don't like starting preparing for Christmas too early. But hopefully we'll get, and I'm not like a super Christmassy person. I like Christmas, but hopefully we'll get a bit of Christmas spirit. Told my husband we have to try and do some Christmassy things over the next few weeks, so I've got some content to film for my Vlogmas videos rather than me just sitting here talking to you. Anyway, this video is quite long because of all the things I've talked about, but in the future the videos will probably be 10 to 20 minutes. I'm not intending to post every single day. I will probably post every 2 to 3 days, 3-4 times a week. It just depends on what we're doing really and how busy we end up being. But there won't be a daily video, definitely not. I will open my advent calendar daily, and I may post that on YouTube Shorts. If it's a day I'm not posting a video, we'll see. Anyway, that's it for today. I will stop rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really helps me to get this channel seen by other people. And leave me a comment. Let me know, have you got an advent calendar? What kind of advent calendar? Is it a yarn one? Is it a stitch marker one? Is it a chocolate one? Is it a tea one? Is it a gin one? Can you get gin advent calendars? I'm sure you can. I don't like gin, so I wouldn't be interested in that. So let me know what kind of advent calendar you have, if you have one. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.